Hello everyone, how y'all doing? Welcome to another video log. This video will be slightly different. I'm going to talk about an issue that I've been having for quite a long time and that I managed to finally find a solution of some sort for it. So I have these speaker systems called a KRK system Rokit 8. I'm going to try to show it on the webcam real quick. I have these guys. And they're okay pretty much for most of the time. Their levels are really good. I don't have that much complaint about that. The only issue that I was having with them is that they turn off if you're not playing music loud enough. So you're still playing some music, but I have to put it lower because I have neighbors and stuff like that. And below a certain threshold, it shuts down after 30 minutes. And I googled it up, and apparently this is on purpose. It's they enter standby mode if they are being inactive for over 30 minutes below a certain range. This was mandatory, and you would think, okay, so I can just switch that option off and that's it. But no, there is no way for you to shut it off. There is no button on and off to switch that. You have to be sending volume high enough for it to keep being open. It was mandated by the European Union regulations to save energy. So apparently a lot of people are having the devices that are just on all the time, and they mandated that below a certain threshold, devices need to be shut down automatically or enter standby mode, and if there's a surge, they open back up. The thing is, this threshold is not well balanced, and I'm not sure if that was from the manufacturers or from the regulation committee. At least for speaker systems, maybe they were accounting that sometimes there is some noise interference and that the columns should turn down if there's only like the usual static that you sometimes hear on some setups. That might be the reason, but what happens to me, the end consumer, is that I'm trying to listen to something in low noise and it's still quite hearable, and the columns shut down, and then I need to increase the volume to spike it to turn them back on, and then I need to lower it again because it's too loud, and I keep doing this. And a lot of people were complaining about this, especially when they are like musicians trying to mix at low volumes, because you need to do that to make sure that your highest element is not overpowering the other ones. You need to listen to the track on all different levels, and the things would go off, and it drives some people crazy, and I can totally understand that because it drives me crazy sometimes as well. So what I found was that this guy on the internet found out that I can just transmit 10 Hz sound loud enough, and the sound will be registered on the speakers, but it will not be heard by us because we can't hear that low. The minimum of humans, I think, is around 40 Hz or something like that. Below 100, you don't start hearing them. You feel them more than you hear them if they are high enough to make the speaker vibrate. So yeah, he made this little web page where he would just play a 20-second track, and I managed to I made a fork of that, and I made it into an auto loop. So now I have this thing here called Speaker Saver, which I guess I can show if I get the right screen. Yeah. So I have this page that I just Okay. So I have this page that I just press play. You don't hear any significant difference, but and it just loops all the time. So when I don't want the columns to shut down, I just put this playing on the background, and I'm good. Hopefully it doesn't affect recordings that much. At least I hope it doesn't. I've been having okay results so far. I only did the test for like 1 day now. I still had to tweak a little bit the volume on the speakers. I need to put the volume lower there so I could put it higher on the main gain here on the computer for it to be sending it louder. But which was hard because it's already almost at minimum. Like it has a whole range, and it was already like so low, and I had to lower it down 2 clicks less. Like I have it like at 4 clicks or something like that. Each knob clicks a little bit when you rotate it. And for me to make sure that both of them are at the same time, I count the number of clicks that I rotate them on. So now I know that I'm like at 2 or 3 clicks from zero, which is ridiculous. Like it's ultra low, and still the speakers are ridiculously good. I mean, I could crank them up way high and have the whole building shake. And I barely use those. I always use them at minimum. Anyways, I'm very happy that I found the solution. I'm going to try using it a bit more, see if I can find any other things. Some people also suggested putting ultra high frequencies that we also don't hear. I think dogs might be able to hear that. Anyways, any frequency that the columns can't replicate, that the speakers can't replicate properly, should do the trick. So it depends on the specs as well. I didn't take a look at Rokits, but the person who did the patch did do them specifically for the Rokit, so I assume that that's why we are not hearing anything, or at least I'm not hearing anything. So yeah, that's it. I'm happy that I found this fix and that it's working. Let me know what you think on the comments below. See you next time. Bye bye everyone. Take care.